Rutgers coming off a 27-16 loss at the hands of the Wolverines as this one gets going. Martin and Perrotti in the 165. Mentioned Rutgers coming off that loss against Michigan, as we see Perrotti getting aggressive as both wrestlers fall out of bounds before Perrotti can get any points.
Yeah, it looks like Perrotti taking the upper hand here early on. Bryce Martin's got to have an uphill battle, no doubt, tonight against a much better wrestler, record-wise and ranking-wise, in Anthony Perrotti at number 8 in the Intermat rankings. Interestingly
enough, the officials already telling head coach Scott Goodale for the Scarlet Knights to take a seat, get a little bit off the mat. Was able to speak with Coach Goodale throughout the week, and one thing that comes to mind is passion, which is one of the reasons he's been able to build up this program so well now in his 9th year with the Knights.
Yeah, 9th year with the Knights. He's pretty much saved this program from folding and came over from being a high school coach. This program was not going to receive funding about 9 years ago. It nearly fell through the cracks at Rutgers, but it's really been revitalized. And now in the Big Ten, one of the best conferences in the country. They are thriving right now, 15th ranked team in the country.
Yeah, you mentioned the transition to the Big Ten. Rutgers Athletics just transitioning to them a few short years ago. And I asked, there had already been so many difficult times, so many hurdles to jump. Did it make it that much sweeter when you had success at even a higher level? I mean, Big Ten, far and away the best conference in wrestling. And we're waiting, and the officials discussing right now. I'm not sure exactly. I think they were looking at a replay to see if they were giving Perrotti points for the takedown. The score remains 0-0 in this first bout. Now, so Martin and Perrotti back at it. Perrotti takes a swipe, and now he goes for the legs of Martin. Trying to take down Martin.
Yeah, Martin really struggling right now. Perrotti all over him.
And that's a takedown 2 points early for Perrotti, the 8th ranked wrestler, having his way with the redshirt freshman here early on. Martin trying to get out from under, get himself an escape point. And Perrotti not letting go, holding on for dear life.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we expected to see. Perrotti, the 8th ranked wrestler in the country, and Martin just 1-5 in the Big Ten, and I think that's really showing right now.
Perrotti lying on top. You've seen Martin having some trouble with his headgear, falling on his face. Get a good shot there. Can't even see, although if he did take it off, he would just see red on the mat as Perrotti continues to take him down. Now tries to flip him over, get some more takedown points. And both wrestlers go out of bounds, but early on here, Perrotti having the better of it. As Martin just struggling to break free, getting out of bounds, maybe a victory in that sense as they head into referee's position. Martin on the bottom, Perrotti on top.
Yeah, Perrotti coming off a big 13-1 win against Michigan over the weekend. Rutgers as a team didn't get the win, but Perrotti, obviously he's had some success this year. That's got him to that number 8 ranking.
So Martin trying to get an escape point here early. Perrotti trying to get that shoulder up for some fall points. Martin doing his best, but struggling under the weight of Perrotti.
The few Rutgers fans that made the trip out really getting into this early here.
And Perrotti giving them good reason, and it won't get any easier at the 174 weight class. So we're now under a minute remaining in this first period of the first bout. Martin, for all his struggles, hasn't given up many points from Perrotti. And now finally some more points on the scoreboard. (6-0) Perrotti here. 20 seconds to go in the first bout.
Yeah, I mean, this is really just much of what we expected, obviously, with with Perrotti as the number 8 wrestler in the country, and Bryce Martin just being 1-5. I mean, he's a freshman. He'll have a couple growing pains here early on in his career.
Now will be the end of the first period of the first bout, 6-0 in favor of Perrotti. Early on, similar to the matchup Sunday with Michigan, a lot of focus coming out from Rutgers, coming out with much more of a competitive edge. It was later on in the match that Coach Goodale wasn't happy with his team's effort. Rutgers held a 16-10 lead as we see Perrotti on the bottom here in referee's position. See if he can get an early escape point, and he'll get just that 1 point, takes a 7-0 lead. But they were up 16-10, and then the last 3 matches, there was a tech fall as well as 2 pins. Ended up losing 27-16. And I asked, in talking to Coach Goodale about that, he essentially said, look, those were 3 very good wrestlers from Michigan. They were a top 10 team in the country, but he didn't see the focus and the competitive edge that he wanted to from his team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming into this match against Indiana on the road, I mean, this is 2 ranked teams going at it. Indiana's number 22 in the country, Rutgers number 15. They're both kind of right in the middle of that Big Ten that is such a tough conference to compete in, and you got to bring it night in and night out here in this conference, as there are so many tough teams. You got Iowa, you got Penn State, you got Ohio State, and there's so many more in there. It's just a tough conference every night.
And 2 more on the single leg takedown for Perrotti, so he takes a 9-0 lead, having his way with the freshman. Mentioned the Big Ten, both of these teams have frequented matches in the top 25 this season. Indiana just 2-5 against the top 25 so far this year.
Yeah, and this is another ranked matchup tonight. Rutgers 3-3 against ranked opponents, so they're trying to tack on another one here tonight on the road.
And 35 seconds left in the second period of this first bout. 165 pounds, Bryce Martin and Anthony Perrotti. And both wrestlers fall out of play, so 30 seconds left here. 9-0 right now in favor of the Scarlet Knights. Perrotti, as Martin will try to get on the scoreboard here. See if he can find himself an escape point.
Yeah, credit Martin, though, for hanging in there. I mean, this is a tough matchup. He probably knew that coming in against the number 8 wrestler in the country. And, I mean, he's doing his best right now. Down 9-0, though, against a top wrestler's just got to be tough.
And with another match, and still with another period to go, you got to believe that Perrotti has the tech fall in mind, so he doesn't want to give up any points, not even the single escape. Be interested to see in the third period if he's in a position like this, would he let Martin up so he can make up for the points with the 2-point takedown? Because he doesn't give up the point there to Martin, who clearly seems winded.
I mean, this is taking a lot out of him right now.
So Martin doing his best to avoid a tech fall. Right now it would be a major decision and 4 points for the Scarlet Knights. Martin falls to his knees. 1 minute, 47 seconds to go in this third period of the first bout. And interesting to see if they call Martin for stalling here. And not at all. It looked like Martin was content to just play it out there for a moment, then makes an aggressive move, nearly took Perrotti to the mat.
Yeah, I mean, that was his first really aggressive move of the match, and then he goes out of bounds back to the middle. But no, that was good to see from Martin. Now it's just kind of you're down 9-0. At least get something out of this. Help your team out a little bit here. But he hasn't had too many good moments so far.
Mentioned Martin just 1-5 in the Big Ten this season, although 16-14 overall. Has yet to beat a ranked opponent all season long. Doesn't look like that'll change here tonight. 1 minute, 14 seconds left in the third. Neither wrestler making a move just yet. As now Perrotti goes for the single leg takedown, can't get it, and on his way to failure, he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Martin is really trying to hang on here. Maybe try to get at least 1 point, try not to get shut out here, but not looking too good as we're under a minute to go.
52 seconds left here in the third period of the first bout. And Martin and Perrotti playing a little game of cat and mouse. Now Martin able to escape, then goes for the single leg takedown. Has Perrotti in a good position.
Man, you can just see that strength from Perrotti right there. Really tough on Martin.
And Perrotti flips the script, and now he has Martin. Martin holding on to Perrotti's knee. 16 seconds left after the period. Still no points rewarded. Perrotti trying to flip Martin so that those shoulders are vertical. And I believe the officials may have called potentially dangerous. Either way, 4 seconds left. And nothing going on there. So 9-0, Perrotti over Martin, never really in doubt. A major decision and 4 points in favor of the Scarlet Knights. Not the hope